Hello professor and classmates, my name is Hector Rodriguez and on this video I'll explain my final test, which is my ecological footprint. Ecological footprint refers to those demands and impacts that we as humans make on the environment. So we consume per area, per land or sea, some natural resources in order to survive. And those impacts is reflected. So that is why it's called footprint. So the mark that we make on Earth. So in this presentation, I was explain about my lifestyle and how I affect the environment. Well, the first question is, how often do I eat animal-based products? I have to say that very often, and I'll explain why. It's because most of my daily diet is about from poultry, which is chicken mostly, and yeah, this is because it's really cheap to afford, and I love chicken too. And well, related with the other ones, I don't like beef and fish, so those ones are not part of my diet. Almost never. But pork, I eat occasionally because it is a little expensive to get in the market, so I eat it once or twice a week. And about eggs and cheese, it would be often, not every day, but oftenly because we can get that and they are cheap too. And it's also because we raise chickens in my house, so we can get eggs, but I don't eat it every day. And well, about how much of my diet of the products are unpackaged or locally grown, I have to say that 60% are locally grown and plus unpackaged. So this is because we can get fresh meat from the supermarket, and we don't get packaged meat. Now we usually get packaged, so we can take them fresh, which is good, and also refers to the vegetables, to the fruits. All those make a 30% of my diet, which these are unpackaged. The 70% are packaged. So yeah, because most of those come like that, and you can get it like that in the market. So, and it is locally produced. Well, my supermarket, which is Supercarnes, get them locally here in Panama. They are produced by the crops near. So, yeah, and 90% of them is locally produced. So, it is like directly from producers to consumers. And related with housing, my house is freestanding. It's a single house, so it runs water fortunately, and it is made of concrete. And well, related, how many people live in my household? We're just few. We're three plus my dog, and the size of my home is small and not quite tiny, but not quite huge. So it's about 33 square meters. And we're relating with electricity, yes, we got reliable electricity here, and it's efficiently, but average. We got, but however, we have some problem with the lights. Most of the lights we use, it's during the day we use for the appliances such as mobile devices, computers, and also night. About the TV, we just use it at night most of the time, and all those appliances they use electricity too every day. But our electricity is efficient here. A percentage of how if we get the electricity from renewable resources, well, I would say a little percentage of that comes from the wind farm in Panama. So as I live here in Panama, I get some of that. I'm not quite sure, but I think it is a low percentage, about 2% plus or less. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But yes, as we got this park, we surely got some of that. And related with how much trash do I generate, whereas we are a family with we are few, so we produce less. And we'll see why we produce less. It's because we don't buy many things. We don't buy any clothing, footwear, furnishings, or any household appliances, electronic gadgets, because those materials long for a lot of time. So we'll replace them hopefully years, a lot of years. But related with books, well, I usually read online, so I won't get a physical book. But if I got the money, I would get them. But I use more the technology now. And relating with recycling, where most we recycle plastic because we have a culture there, and it's because we don't have a good economical status, so we get plastic and we recycle them. We reuse them, is the word. So we use the bottles, water, sodas, and ice cream bottles, and all those plastics to use them afterwards as containers. So we reuse them. That's the word. Um, Relating with my transportation, well, I travel. We own a car, so my mom owns a car. So as a passenger, I could travel to the city, or if we go on vacation or on trip to visiting the family, I'll probably make 50 kilometers per week. That would be approximately, but not be. I don't use I don't travel a lot by car with 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 her not not much, but it would be about 50 kilometers. And relating with the fuel economy is just inefficient because it's not eco-friendly, and we use the fossils, burn fossil, and it polluting the environment. So approximately 10 liters per 100 and 10 liters per 100 kilometers would be the average of this car of these car uses. So yeah, and we didn't I don't own a motorcycle. Well, relating with the transportation by plane, I have to say that recently this year I've been traveling, so I would say there would be to 20 hours plus as I go usually or every year to Europe, so it will be 20 plus because it takes a lot of time. But it depends on how someone travels. My availabilities too. So that will depend if I got the resources or the economical conditions to travel. And well, and relating if I go carpool, is I don't own a car, is never. Um, how much I travel on public transportation? I have to say the most of the time. If I was commuting from my house to the university, it will be 40, 50 miles per week because I am Panama, and if I travel to Santiago every day, it will be a lot of miles uh, adding up every day. So yeah, that would be an approximately a lot of miles, like a long way. And yeah, that's also contribute to carbon dioxide and all stuff. And I have here a breakdown of that. I don't, we don't have trains, so we don't usually travel by train, but we have buses. So I will travel by bus, and it will be a lot of miles as my relative distance is completely noticeable. And this will be my conclusion with which is they are the results. So my personal overshoot day is the 2nd of March. Will be the day where all the earth can hold all more the can regenerate all the resources we have taken from that. And if everyone lived like me, we would need 5.9 Earth, which is quite surprisingly shocking. And that's something not good. I have a bad style, so it would be I need to take some actions to change this because it's not a good result. And where this shows a graphics and how much do I use of the land, and I don't use plenty of the land as it shows, and well, the carbon footprint is a lot, but I don't think I pollute that a lot. I pollute indirectly because using the buses or the cars, I think that's why I have a lot of percentage on that, which is 16.9 emissions in tons per year. So that's a lot. But that's usually because traveling by car or by bus. And yeah, my ecological footprint is 10 global hectares. Quite in the middle, okay, not quite, not quite destroyable, I think. And relating with the food, I consume a lot of food, and mobility, which is traveling a lot. And shelter in the middle, goods and services also are quite low, but in the middle. And I feel shocked, of course, about these results and worried and a little bit embarrassed because this thing I didn't expect to have a high score but being so destructive. And well, I feel inspired to change my habits. And results comparing, we have good news here at least because Panama biocapacity is greater there than the footprint. So yeah, because Panama has a lot of biodiversity, a lot of natural areas, and we got a low population. So yeah, that's why we can still sustain ourselves. And well, in comparison to other countries such as China and United States, because they are developed country and hold a lot of the population of the earth, they the footprint is greater than the by capacity. They demand a lot of those resources because there are a lot of people living in those countries. So yeah, they must take actions because they are growing fast and yeah, they are destroying a lot. And as solutions, we must plan the cities pretty well, and we must go along with the nature. Don't destroy, but uh, plan the urban cities. And the energy, we must take those reliable energies because they are unlimited and they are there for us. We need to take them and to our daily lives. So yeah, and we have to reduce using cars. We must use bicycles or walk instead and to reduce the emissions of those harmful gases. Um, as food, we need just eat what we want, not eat every day meat or something that requires a lot of the nature products. So we must eat what we need, what is necessary for our diet, and reduce the population. It is important to plan how many children that a family can have. Oh, yeah, in order to reduce the growth of the population is really in the long term this the future generation in order to have or to to cover the demands of these people. And the planet, we must generate what we take from that. If we cut the tree down, we must plant a tree instead. So that's why we keep an equilibrium. So yeah, we must take what we need and not destroy, and replace what we take. So yeah, we can do it at home or in our community. So as a conclusion, please don't harm, love, and take care of your home. We must do it together. Thank you very much.